Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something very special. I know in my last video I mentioned I was going to start my Sons of Anarchy retrospective, and don't worry, that's still in the works, but for now I wanted to shoehorn in this particular video. So today what we're going to be doing is an unboxing of the Chronicles of Narnia box set. That's all 7 books right here. It's secondhand, so yeah, but at least I got it for a reasonable price. So yeah, the author is C.S. Lewis. These are all the books in chronological order, not publication order. That's how much I got it for. Well, it was on sale for that amount, 200 rand, which is equivalent to that many dollars, US dollars. But then, funny story, the flea market that I bought this box set from, the lady in charge of the bookstore had dropped the price down to 160 rand, which is equivalent to that many US dollars, because I think she was really pushing for this to get sold. And so yeah, I bought it. You know, 7 books for that price is actually a sweet deal. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be unboxing this and looking at each and every book, just giving you a basic outline of each one. I won't get into any spoilers because I haven't actually read any of these books. I grew up with the first 2 movies, so yeah, that's as far as my experience with this wall is concerned. So let's just take a look at the box itself. So you got the witch, you've got the lion, Aslo, and this is actually the cover for the Magician's Nephew, which is chronologically the first book in the series. So let's get to the unboxing. Okay, so the first book chronologically is The Magician's Nephew. So this is actually a prequel to the series, and it focuses on the origins of Narnia. It's kind of an allegory for creationism because these books, they were children's Christian fiction. I think readers in general, regardless of their beliefs, can enjoy something like this. So yeah, that's the first one. That's about how it all started. The next one is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This is actually the first one to have ever been published, but chronologically it takes place after The Magician's Nephew. This was adapted into the movie of the same name, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's actually one of my favorite fantasy films of all time. And this one focuses on the Pevensie children, who are pretty much, more or less the main characters of the series, on their first trip to Narnia. So can't wait to actually read it and see how C.S. Lewis wrote it. Next up, we have The Horse and His Boy. This is technically a side story set during the events of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And it follows a young boy named Shasha and his horse. They start out in captivity somewhere, and, the 2 of them go on a journey to gain a sense of freedom, as they set off to Narnia, and they form a very unique bond. So if you are an animal lover, if you like horses and cats and dogs, I think this one will connect with you on a personal level. So I think I'm really going to enjoy that one. Next up, we have Prince Caspian. This one was published after The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and it was also adapted into a movie, which I really enjoyed. It focuses on the Pevensie children and their second trip to Narnia. And there they meet Prince Caspian, who's been denied his right to a throne. And so, the children help him to get it back from a false king. Can't wait to read that one as well. The next one is The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. This one features the return of some of the Pevensie children, not all of them. And they go on a voyage, so it's a bit of a departure from, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian. But they bring with them a character by the name of Eustace, who's their cousin. I've seen bits and pieces of the movie that this was adapted into, and Eustace was actually quite funny, so it'll be nice to, to read this one, see what it's all about. Next up, we have the Silver Chair. In this one, Eustace returns again, and this time he's the main focus. I'm not sure what this one's all about. I've always been curious because it's never been adapted into anything, so yeah, a whole book with Eustace will be pretty cool. So yeah, and that leads us to the last one, The Last Battle. This is basically the conclusion to the story. Now, this one is actually very controversial because of how divisive it is among the fan base. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm actually quite curious as to why it's so controversial. And either way, hopefully it's still better than the conclusion to another fantasy story that I've talked about on this channel. But yeah, we don't speak about that. Okay, so those are all the books. I've already discussed them now. Now there are 2 reading orders for this series, and if you plan on reading it, I'm going to lay out both reading orders for you right now. So first we have the publication order, the order in which the books were published, and then we have the chronological order, which is the order I have the books in right now. So the chronological order is pretty much what you see here. The Magician's Nephew, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Horse and His Boy, Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, and The Last Battle. Now, the publication order is a little bit different. It's going to go like this. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, you're going to want to read that first. Then you're going to want to read Prince Caspian. Then you're going to want to read The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Then you're going to want to read The Silver Chair. Then you're going to want to read The Horse and His Boy. Then the prequel, The Magician's Nephew. And then, of course, The Last Battle, the final book in the series. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my unboxing and just basic breakdown of this series. So yeah. I think we're done here. Next time, I'm going to be kickstarting my Sons of Anarchy retrospective with the review of Season 1. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.